Okay, the visitors are here. I'm here with Jody Turner from Rock Goddess.
Hello.
Jenny Lane from Rock Goddess.
Hiya.
And the lucky man in the middle is Greg Hart from Cats in Space.
I've just joined Rock Goddess. I'm the new drummer.
Welcome.
And
Sorry, Jew.
there's a very good reason why we're all here together. Because in beginning of March, 8th of March, we'll be out on UK tour together.
Yep.
And it's surprised quite a lot of people. Cats in Space, you know, sort of AOR, you know, melodic rock.
70s more than AOR,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
Rock Goddess and more than rock and roll. The heavy metal rock and roll.
Yeah.
Which is a great concept, I think. You know, there's a bit of diversity there. So where did this idea come from for you two to tour together?
Well, I expressed that I think I mentioned it to Linging, David Ling.
David Ling, yeah,
Yes.
classic one, yeah.
That I love Cats in Space. And I think he passed it on to you. And then you're a Horsham boy. Oh,
Yeah,
am I allowed
yeah.
to say that?
Yeah.
I told him when.
I'm a Horsham boy.
He's not quite a Hersham boy, he's a Horsham boy.
Yeah. And my mum is in Horsham, and then we went, oh, should we go for a beer? And then from there it sort of, I guess, felt like the right thing to do.
Well, I suppose it saves using your own tour bus as well. It's cheaper to use this.
Yeah, we've got the same push bike.
But I mean,
We're going on a trandom like the Guinness. That's what we're doing.
but it's good to actually go out with someone that you actually really like. I mean, I love their albums.
And we love Rock Goddess, of course, because,
Has to say,
you know, no, we do though. Maybe back in the earlier times.
yeah, in the 90s.
In the 90s, in the late 80s. No, but I thought, because obviously we pitched it as well, and I just thought it'd be a great blend, you know, having a great all-girl band, us bunch of old lunatics, and it gives a nice, something different.
Balance,
Yeah,
absolutely.
good balance, and
Yeah.
you know, you've got
Something for everyone.
yeah, too much kind of melodic-y AOR stuff on the same bill. Not that we're an AOR band as such, we're still
70s.
quite, we're 70s, but we're pretty hefty with it as well.
Do you think
Yeah,
it's going to make you work a little bit harder? Because like some people will be there for Rock Goddess, some people will only be there for Cats in Space.
But that's the
So
great
anyway,
thing. You're reaching out to different people that
Yeah.
maybe wouldn't have sort of come along to your gigs or whatever. So you're getting a bigger audience. So it's a win-win.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and also you can
it's
teach
good-
people, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's great playing to people that sort of you can see like they're, you know, haven't seen this before possibly, but yeah.
We must say there's 3 bands. There's Dirty Thrills as well, a great little rock and roll band from England.
Yes.
You know, and they spoke the Scorpions
Bless-
last year in Paris of
Yeah,
all places.
fantastic.
So,
Yes,
so it's a
absolutely.
great triple package.
Yeah,
Good band.
brilliant.
Value for money.
Exactly,
All
value for
about-
money.
Really
We love
good
value for money. Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
In these days of hard times where everyone's moaning about money, you've got to give them value for money. Give them, rather than just bung a load of old crap out there, give them something decent, you know.
And both bands do give value for money. I'll
do
touch
that.
that subject in a minute. But
It's got your question.
going back to the tour, with Cats in Space and Rock Goddess, yeah, got something else in common. Both got an album coming out on March the 1st.
We have, yes, haven't we?
It's the
Yes,
date,
we
it's
do.
the date to release the album, March the 1st.
I've heard it is. March the 1st is the hottest day of the whole year to release albums.
Fact.
Not it'd be raining probably. But
It will be
But
right.
Rock Goddess got the album this time.
yep.
I've not seen their album yet because they haven't given me a copy, but I've given them a copy of their album.
Soon.
No, it is. And Cats in Space can plug their album, Cats in Narnia, and there is the artwork for the album.
So, there you go. Anyway, enough of that. I'm not.
Tell us about the artwork, Greg.
It was very expensive. No, it's,
She laughed a bit too much.
I could have done that for you for 20 quid.
oh no, there's rivalry in the
it's
camp.
great. I love it.
We have a mad guy called Andy Kitson who's a really, really good. He's actually known for Formula One, like motorsport paintings, and
Oh wow.
he did the last album, Scarecrow, and he just loved the band. He came and saw us early days. He's become a very firm friend of ours. He very stupidly offered to do Scarecrow as a favour, like you do, and unfortunately
Great,
that favour's just gone.
Yeah. Now you're forever ours.
Exactly, you will never do any more work.
Yeah.
This is all us. So he painted the Narnia stuff. There's actually 4 bits of artwork that go with that album, and we couldn't stop
As you
it.
open it up, you can.
Well, I can do, yeah. I mean, this is
Why not?
This is like the TV channel again, isn't it? Like being. So you
Oh,
got that.
A
QVC.
bit like Blue Peter, we orange at the bush
It's a
afterwards.
full
Cartoon
bed.
strip
Has
of
a
Johnny
handle.
Rocket.
That's cool.
Yeah, you two should be doing this.
Yeah, do you want some Debbie
Did you do
McGeeing?
that? Yeah, do you do
And
McGeeing?
and it has 3 parts.
Yes. These are trees. And
Trees, a
Those
cat.
cats.
Pods,
That's
cat pods.
Cat pod.
Cat spaceship.
Or
Yeah.
dead cat.
They don't really know what this is.
No.
They don't.
What do you do with it?
Well, you can wear
No, and I
hats.
loved it. And it's got a
Okay.
really cool.
Johnny
That is
Rocket
brilliant,
cartoon,
isn't it?
which
Yeah.
is part of the new single.
Mate,
Not enough
that
people
is
read
so
comics
cool.
these days, and there you go. You got
Exactly.
something to
It's
read.
all very old school, like Cats in Space always is. People like it. Andy's done a fab job. There's a lot more to it when people start hearing the album. Obviously, they'll hear the concept.
Tell us about the album title, Daytrip To Narnia.
Daytrip To Narnia. Oh dear. It's basically, I've always been fascinated by the C.S. Lewis book when I was a kid. So I've always wanted to do something around the Narnia theme, because I just love the whole vibe of it. And basically, to us, the music business is like, it's smoke and mirrors. Like you go into another world. It's like going through the wardrobe into this fictional place that you go and do this crazy stuff, then you come out and sit down.
Go to Sainsbury's.
Gotcha. Put your feet up, put Corrie on, and you think, back home again. And yet, a few hours ago, you was doing the devil sign. You know, it's that kind of two kind of yin and yang of what life is, you know. And it's
That's
just
really cool.
yeah, a bit tongue in cheek. Nothing is really as it seems, as unfortunately we know about, because we deal with it all the time with people and situations, and it's not doom and gloom. It's all very light-hearted, as always. We always have our tongues firmly.
Exactly, it's all about entertainment and.
And great songs.
Thank you, Jody.
Great songs.
Great songs and entertainment value. You know, we want to be your Saturday night prime time Bruce Forsyth TV.
Excellent. And talking of great songs, I was listening to the What Goddess album this morning.
I've not heard.
First album in 32 years. You know, it's been a long comeback. You know, it's been like 5 years since you announced the reformation.
I know.
So it's been a very anticipated album.
I really need to get used to this, don't I? How long? Why don't call it this time? Should have been called how long?
But how important, you know, what I love about the album, it still captured the early sort of new wave of British heavy metal spirit, the sound. How important was that?
It wasn't particularly deliberate, but at the same time, I think that's part of me. And Are You Ready, the single version, does talk about that, where we come from, New Album, whatever, and how proud we are, and that is what we are. But it needed to be also 2019 as well, so I hope that's sort of the balance is.
Oh, definitely, I think so, yeah. The great thing about it is, you know, when Jody bashes the cymbal, it's got that sound which you don't always get in modern records, you know.
Yeah.
It's nice and earthy.
It's three-piece rocking out, but it's big, it's fat,
But since you've made the album, there's been a change in the lineup, and we have got young Jenny over here, Miss Jenny Lane. So first thing I must ask you, your parents must be Beatles fans.
No, I get this all the time. I was actually named after a Donovan song. I'm named after Jennifer Juniper.
Yeah. Luckily, wasn't Lilina? Am I going to say it right now?
It's alright, it went over my head. Yeah. So yeah, but everyone sings Penny Lane to me constantly, so I've practiced a withering look.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, really,
And,
it's annoying.
Is this the best Beatles song?
It is a fantastic song, but
and you have already performed with Rock Goddess at Hard Rock Hell, I believe.
Yeah, it was brilliant. It was my first time, and it was such a good first time.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I still can't sort of get over it. Really, it was a brilliant night, and looking forward to the
It's a long
tour.
drive.
Yeah.
I was thinking that in my head, and I was thinking, how can I put that nice in? It's like you can't. It was a
It
long
was
drive.
But
It was a really
some of
long
those
drive, but worth
mountain
it.
passes.
It was like there was one point where all the sort of the fog and this was coming down over the mountains, and it got quite Game of Thrones, and it got a bit ominous, didn't it?
Well,
at
the
one
drops
point?
did.
Yeah. We had to not look at the...
we were all like this.
I was sort of okay,
Yeah.
but I was in the side of the car the furthest away from the drops, and poor Jody and Julie were right next to the drops. And
I did notice, but Julie went, I can't look.
I think if she hadn't pointed out that we were on the side of a massive cliff face, we would have been
It
all
really
right.
was,
But
like-
it was quite sketchy. But we all made it there in one piece.
But
It was a
beautiful.
dig.
Was you aware of the history of Rock Goddess before you joined the band?
Well, I obviously read up more sort of
Yeah.
once I'd met them and it had sort of come into my life, and it is honestly, I feel very honoured to be part of a band that has got such a big history as well, because you know, I mean, they go right back, and they were sort of there in the back to the dawn of time. No, but I mean, they were there in the start of it,
Yeah.
and it was all
Before
happening,
fire
and they,
was
you know, they
invented.
had a hand in creating it, and that's amazing to get to play with people who had a hand in actually shaping it. You know, that's
You're absolutely correct there, you know, because you think about it, what got this sort of like Iron Maiden and
well, yeah.
Def Leppard, was it, and Y&T, you know, you
Yeah.
talked of the greats, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
talk of talking of the
Fastway
greats.
and- yeah.
And Saxon last year, of course.
Oh, yeah, marvellous.
Who's taught you the most out of those bands? You know, who have you learnt the most from?
All of them, really. I mean, just recently when we toured with Saxon again, I mean, or did those few dates with Saxon, I mean, every night I was there watching them, and just like I could have been 15, watching it, absolutely just mesmerised, just, you know, and I've never lost that, and I think it's important. You shouldn't lose that, otherwise I think
Good you still
stop.
got it. Yeah,
Yeah, because it's the magic of it, you know, and they sound fucking amazing. Just and live.
Going back on the road with Saxon, did you think, oh, right, yeah,
That's one
this is
thing,
why it had to take 5 years to make this album? You think, yeah, we've got to raise our game here, like, you know.
Well, they are incredible.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were really good dates for us, and we went on quite early sometimes to like 80, 90%.
I think the most encouraging thing was how packed out the venues were, because I saw you in Cambridge.
Yeah.
And he was on that ridiculous early time,
It
like
was
7
like
o'clock. It was
6,
packed out, yeah.
and it was packed out, so that was encouraging. And a fantastic crowd. And it was great lineup. We had Diamond Head, and it was just such a good night.
Talking of great lineups, like Cats in Space, you've toured with Status Quo, Deep Purple, Thunder, you know.
Oh, I love Thunder.
Yeah.
Who's taught you the most?
I don't know really. They've all been good in their own way. Thunder was good because obviously we know the guys and they were very good value. You know, great fun, and we had some good nights with them. And also it was the first time we'd taken our songs into like that kind of size arena, if you like. And the Motor Point in Cardiff, which was one that we recorded for the live album. Astonishing gig, probably one of the best gigs any of us have ever done, because we was expecting to go out to like a third full, you know, like you do in those kind of situations, and someone said it's pretty much jammed to the back here, lads.
Lord,
So,
scary.
like, oh my god, so we've gone out there and we just went, but you raise your game, you know, and there was such a good bunch. And then obviously the Deep Purple thing was another step up, because that's going into like the O2s and the Manchester arenas and doing like 14,000 people and stuff like that, which
No pressure.
no pressure. No, like 1 minute you're seeing Queen there, next minute you're on the blooming
You're
stage.
on there, yeah.
And it was that was good, because we was on with Europe as well. So we had again an early slot, 35 minutes, bing bang boom. And off you get, you know.
Yeah.
But again we just did really well, and the Purple guys made a point of coming up and saying how much they liked us at the end, which was.
Yeah.
They actually made a particular comment about the vocals and the harmonies, which was good, because they thought we was all on track and we weren't. So
Oh, really?
yeah, Steve Morse and Roger Glover, they actually made a point of coming and saying your vocals, you know. So we were well chuffed about that, because we do pride ourselves on that.
No, and
On a good day,
It's a standout.
Does that take a lot of practice, like getting the harmonies correct, like you do?
Well, we're lucky because we've got Jeff, who's got a voice like Foghorn Leghorn, you know.
I say that again.
He is loud, man. He's a loud singer, but he's a brilliant singer. He's got such a lovely tone, and obviously Paul's got the voice. And
Amazing voice.
Old Silly Bollocks here does all the high stuff that goes up into the trees.
Which my sister does.
Oh, does she? She does that.
All the.
Oh, maybe we should do some high-pitched introductions when I see her.
She always gets loved,
See how
but
high
she
we
goes
can go.
incredibly high, doesn't she?
Like she's got a range beyond normal humans. I think it's impressive.
Excellent. We like the falsetto challenge.
Yeah.
But I love all that stuff. I love all that high histrionic stuff that Freddie did and the suite and stuff. So yeah, we love all that. And then Dean now sings. Dean vowed he would never sing, and we've forced him to sing.
Yeah.
And the bugger can actually hold a tune. So we've got a good blend. We were thrown together in a funny sort of way, and one of those things where the stars lined up and hey man, but it
worked.
It worked.
Talking of fantastic voices, Jody, you know, you're pretty special. You know, you can sing soft.
Yeah.
And you can also be very aggressive. Where did you learn this aggressive voice from?
I don't know, because I'm quite a plastic
was that an
person.
argument with the parents, was it? Where did it come from, was it?
Do a bit now. Go on.
Yeah.
No, I am quite strong as a person. I'm not. I mean, I'm not timid, am I?
No,
that's not.
what
I don't
meant
like to
to
say I'm
be.
aggressive, because that
Yeah.
just just makes out my
It's
nuts.
like commanding. It's like, don't
But I'm quite
you dare talk about the
strong.
Yeah,
as a quite alpha female. But I always, when I started singing, obviously you're singing rock, so you sing hard. I mean, Joan Jett was one of my sort of earlier influences, and then I just did my own thing. But I mean, I just sing hard.
It's hard to explain.
It's really hard to explain. I don't. It's not considered. It's
Does it just
how I
naturally?
sing.
Does it just naturally come out of the passion of the lyrics?
When I first sung, I had a straight voice. I could always hold a tune. I could sing, but I did work on pushing my voice because people like Paul Rodgers and stuff like that, I like that gruffness in voices, so I did push my voice to try and get that, and then I'll just...
Not many can do it though, can they? There's not many females that can do a proper gruff voice without it just being from there.
Yeah.
It's sounding
You
real.
sing from there, you're the last half a number, and then the tour's off.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
to do that kind of...
Whole set.
I mean, I don't know how you do it. I mean, the type when you're Dan McCafferty and Rod Stewart and all those like great gruff singers, you think, well, they're going to peg out tomorrow. They can't do that night. But some people have just got it in that part, haven't they? And
Maybe it's because I really was singing like that from quite young.
Yeah,
So,
excellent. And we just discussed the Cats and Space artwork. Let's talk about the Rock Goddess artwork for this time. You sort of revisited the theme with the Medusa.
Isn't she gorgeous?
Yes.
Thank you, Andy.
So tell us about who did the artwork for that.
It's Andy Pilkington. Did I get his name right?
Yes.
Fantastic. I mean, she is. I stare at her. I just think she's
she's mesmerising.
Yeah, she is mesmerising.
Was that painted? Or is it like digital and paint?
I don't know.
It's
I don't know.
It is very,
Sort
very
of,
fabulous.
yeah, it's absolutely fab. I mean, obviously, the Hell Hath No Fury one was popular.
Yeah.
And I really liked the Medusa idea anyway, and I just wanted to bring her back, but modern. And I just think she fits the bill completely.
Fantastic.
And yeah, it's a good response to her. So.
I noticed you brought out an EP last year, More Than Rock and Roll and Back Off, and one other track on it, which I absolutely loved. But those songs are not on the album.
No.
So was there a conscious decision behind that? Is it because you had so much faith in the new material?
I don't understand how you could have an EP and then have an album, but all those tracks are... I wanted people to have something new.
Value for money.
Value for money, yeah. I would have... Yeah, no. It's nothing to do with how I felt about those numbers. I wanted new songs for people to listen to. So, and I think it's much better than the EP, quite frankly. So I'm hoping people will think that. It's stepped up a bit. So it's a movement.
And so people can hear the first songs of the albums, Are You Ready and Called Into Space, a single coming out on February the 1st.
Double A, yep.
Double A side. Talking of double A sides, once again you got something in common.
Yes,
Cats of Space got a single coming out, Thunder in the Night.
Yes, that's our 70s Pat.
Is it double A side, am I right in saying
It's
that?
double A side with Johnny Rocket, mainly because we want Johnny Rocket to go to the rock stations, and Thunder in the Night is...
Now you confused me there, because Johnny Rocket's a 27-minute track on the album.
Where we
So is this a limited edition 58 inch?
This is the limited edition.
58 inch, love it. Yeah.
It's the size of a car. And the needle's that fat. But we thought, well, if Bo Rap was 7 minutes long and they got to number one, what about if we did a song that's 27 minutes long? It's got to be number one forever.
You know what? This thing about, a single has to be a certain length. I mean, you got to give it to them. They went, no, we are not shortening it. This is what it is. And look.
And there you go.
So anyway,
Massive.
the wind blew, it didn't really matter to him, did it? So.
Where's the gong?
Yeah, really, where's the gong?
But no,
Anyway, and it is a work of art. And
Exactly,
to have chopped that up would have been...
No, you could. You could
Yeah, no.
So we're doing a 27-minute single.
Yeah.
Is it?
We're doing a 4-day single.
Tell us more about Johnny Rocket.
Well, Johnny Rocket is part one, which is a 6-part concept piece, which is the side 2, if you like, of the album, or in our case, sides 3 and 4, because it's a double album. And Johnny Rocket is the central character, who is him here as a small boy with his wings on, and he wants to be a spaceman, and then he grows up to find out all about what space is, and did man ever really land on the moon.
Did he find any cats?
He did see the big cat in the sky. That's what he was looking for, because there was actually a cat constellation up in the stars.
Oh.
Which
Do
is
you
true.
like cats?
I love cats.
So I've got 2 cats.
Have you?
Love
What
our
cats have you got? We've had
tortoise
this
shell
conversation
and
before.
short and white British short hair. Is that right?
Yeah,
That sounds
yeah.
convinced. That sounds like a cat breed name.
Mummy and daughter, they're lovely.
Oh, really?
Oh, they're gorgeous.
That's
I'll
good.
show you pictures later.
Oh yeah, definitely. We do. Yes.
I'm still here.
So you get on to about cats, and I'm off because I'm a huge cat lover.
Going back to value for money, you know, you're both very good at looking after your fans and all these great packages. And with Rock Goddess, you've been doing a pledge thing, and we must let people know that Tracy Lamb recorded on the album,
Yes.
and those that pledge for the fully signed albums
We'll get. Yeah.
are going to get, because Tracy's coming out to England next week and
Yeah.
signing those copies for those people. So
absolutely.
brilliant.
She's awesome on the album, and yeah, I mean, it's all good. Yeah.
And obviously Tracy was quite a formidable bass player, so
She is a hell of a bass player.
Quite big platform boots you've got to step into,
It's
isn't
a
it? You know?
really, they are very, very big boots to fill. But I love playing those bass lines. I mean, it's as a bass player, it's a challenge, but it's the best kind of challenge.
And she'd love that.
have.
Tracy would love that.
Hmm.
I mean,
No, I look up to her a lot. I do.
Excellent. We wish Tracy all the best. I'm sure
yeah,
she'll be
no,
watching.
absolutely. And she's moving the show. She's doing stuff.
Yeah, good.
I'm hearing, so really wish her all the luck. I really do.
Back to Greg, last track of the album, Destination Unknown. But where is the destination for Cats in Space?
Can I just regress a little bit? It's not really a 27-minute
Yeah.
single. It is.
He was thinking. Everyone's going to go, all right, 9 minutes.
No one's going to buy it now.
127. It's only 4:10. It's only about 4:10. Yeah, but it is part one of 6 songs to make up 27 minutes of music. Yes. Destination Unknown. What was the question again?
Where's the destination for Cats in Space for the future?
Just onwards forevermore. We've got obviously the tour with Rock Goddess and Dirty Thrills. We've got some more dates after that, and then we're planning some more dates later in the year. Hopefully there'll be a few support opportunities coming up, and you
can't say anything, can you? All you can do is
no.
yeah.
Lose
I know,
to
it's
There's a few,
difficult,
there's a
isn't
few
it?
bits and bobs, but I mean, we all kind of know each other, and we're all going for the same game really. So there's dates out there. I'm sure Rock Goddess and Cats will play again together if it goes well and people like it.
That'd
We'll
be
definitely,
good.
because it's good fun, you know. So we're just ploughing on. My goal is to keep writing albums. The goal for me is 9 albums, so we can do a box set called 9 Lives.
Hey!
Hey!
Boom!
I'm the gift that keeps on giving it. So that was always my little joke. When
Well,
we
you don't want to end
started.
up in the cat litter bins, do you?
Oh, fur cross. So yeah, we could go. But yeah, that was my little joke when we first started. I said, "Oh, we do 9 albums and call the 9th one 9 Lives, and we'll on to album 4." So the joke started to get a bit more real. But yeah, and we've got something else that we're going to be doing.
Well, the
this
way
year.
you're going now, you will get to 9 albums pretty, because this is like 3 albums, well, 4 albums, include a live album, in the space of like 3 4 years.
You know, I love writing songs. It's all about songs to me. I mean, the live stuff's good and all that stuff that goes with it, but at the end of the day...
And they're great albums and great songs,
Thank
and
you, Jody.
we don't plan on leaving 35 years to the next one, because I think I just
No,
be
you
a
need
bit,
to
bit
crack
too
on.
old. Yeah, so I'm
I must ask you, you're going on the road
writing
together.
again, so
That's your first.
We should write.
First,
Well,
yeah, you
we
should do
should.
something together.
yeah.
I must ask you first though. Where's your ambitions for Rock Goddess? You know, where would you like to be this time next year?
Sat right here, talking to you
About the next
about the
album.
next album.
I mean,
Your 48-minute single.
Oh yes, the 4-week single.
with 2 more albums.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I'm starting to write again.
good.
So, yeah, I want another album out, not too long away, not 35 years or whatever. Is it 35 years?
32 years, yeah, Young and Free come out in the
Isn't it?
7.
With hit album maybe, what's a hit album? What does that word mean anymore? It's such a different world. But with a successful album, a couple of successful
I'd say it's been such a long gap since when Rock Goddess were last sort of out on the road.
out there in the planet as well,
Has
beyond Europe.
it amazed you how many young
We've got
fans
we've
are
got
watching
some
Young
other
Goodness?
stuff beyond Europe
Yeah, good.
coming up, so we're...
Does it amaze you though how many young fans that weren't even born back in 1982 come to see Rock Goddess?
I love it. It really does make me quite emotional, because you know when someone's 20 and they're like, I love you, I think you're fan, and you're like, oh god, that's so cool. isn't music cool?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's Peter Pan. Who cares how
Yeah,
old
it's that.
people are?
You bring people together.
Well, music's
You
like
take
Cats.
them
It's not just for Christmas. It's for life.
Yeah,
Really.
you take people out of
Well,
their
Cats
day.
piss everywhere, but we don't do that, do you? I don't know. I don't.
I can't vouch for that because I've done some very dark things.
Oh, there you go. But yeah, I mean, it's.
I've been
but
arrested
it
for it,
is.
actually.
There was one
was
gig we
actually.
did, and there was
I shouldn't say
it's
that.
mum and dad and their son, and it was on the doing the Saxon dates, and he was there with his mum and dad,
Yeah.
and they were there to see Saxon and us, and he was into, and it was like
That's cool. That's
that's
really nice.
so cool.
Yeah.
That's just.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And he's got this great relationship with his mum and dad. His mum and dad were uber cool,
Yeah.
That's lovely.
you know. So we didn't have that. Sometimes there's that divide, isn't there?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
We had on the Quo dates. We had a guy, and I think it was his mum. So this guy was probably 45 maybe,
Yeah.
and he had his mum with him. Staunch Quo fans, and then there was the little 10-year-old daughter.
So 3 generations.
Yeah, 3 generations, but she's wearing this oversized Cats in Space t-shirt.
Oh, it's so cute.
Cool.
And we
Yeah,
like,
that is
I
cute.
gone, you got the right shirt on.
Yeah,
And he went,
that's cute.
tonight's her first ever concert.
Oh no!
And the first ever thing she's ever seen live is
Cats
Cats.
in Space.
And now she's waiting for Quo, and
Yeah.
she just loved you so much she wanted to get a t-shirt.
Oh.
So they got the
She's
smallest
in.
t-shirt they could find. I'm like,
Rock and roll.
we went, bum, bum, we thought, what a credit.
Yeah,
You know,
no, it's amazing.
that's more than money. I mean, that's
Yeah, no, absolutely.
that's
That's
the
what
gift
it's all
that keeps
about.
giving, isn't it? Yeah.
That's what we
You
talking
don't
about.
pay the bills, but
No.
it's a lovely thing to have. You take
I
it.
say music, it shapes our character really.
Absolutely.
What's your favourite? This is to Greg. What's your favourite rock goddess song?
This wasn't rehearsed earlier.
Oh
but
no, and you know I'm so bad with
I'm
titles, I
gonna-
don't even remember my own.
I'm going to see whether Jody could guess what my favourite song is.
No, I'm trying to think of
I've got it's an absolute cast iron favourite.
what's the one I told you before I really like. That's really cruel.
I don't know.
I know. That's what I
I
say
need
to
to
the
look at
end.
my
What
phone.
about your band or my
What's
band?
the one about God? Too many gods.
I believe that's what
That's
they
our
call
first
it,
album
Pantheon.
title. We should have remembered that.
Oh, dear.
Too Many Gods. Yeah. No, my favourite song is actually Hold Me Down.
Yeah, we do get that.
Which opened up How Have No Fury album. Yeah. First track, side one.
That's got
It's a bit rude.
Well, 70s innuendos and that
No,
stuff.
yeah.
That's where I come from, you know.
I don't know if I'll be allowed to
On
do
the
that.
buses and all that, there you go.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. They
I
all
know.
hold me down,
There is
you know,
How about yourself,
tie
Judy?
me down. Yeah.
How
But
about yourself, Judy? Have you been listening to the Cats in Space back
Well,
catalogue? Have you been doing your homework?
I knew you were going to ask me, and my I'd like to say my favourite song is, of course, your 8-month epic pre Johnny Rockets, the prequel, the time before. No,
oh, right, okay.
they don't have an 8-month song. They don't have an 8, but I'm
It
really
feels like it.
I'm looking forward to March and getting to see them live in person and getting to experience it
Put on
all
the spot, yeah.
in the flesh.
It did put you on spot.
And didn't
put
I
on
get
the
out of
spot.
it amazingly?
Yeah, you did.
It's not bad. You did actually.
I need to get my phone and shut
Too
on my
Many
phone.
Gods. Title the first album.
Well, you will hear those songs
I like that.
very, very soon. You are hitting the roads. Bristol,
Bristol Thekla is on.
the 8th. You can see the dates just behind you there.
Right, here we go. 8th Bristol Thekla. It's on a boat, so bring your sea legs.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
No seaman jokes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Oh,
9th is the Birmingham Institute 3. What that means, I don't know.
brilliant.
14th is Manchester Academy 3. That's a good one because Manchester go a bit balmy up there. You'll like that one. 15th is the Nottingham Rescue Rooms. And the 16th is London The Garage.
Yeah, all back in London.
And as
for
we're in
a big party.
London doing this interview, everybody come to London Garage if you're in London, because keep music live and keep supporting venues or they close. It's a simple.
No.
And
I
of course,
know.
Cats in Space will be playing Giants of Rock Festival as well.
Yeah, we're playing the Giants Rock Festival next Friday, directly before Skid Row on the main stage.
Excellent.
At 8 o'clock.
So the youth are going
We're
well
gonna
for you,
be-
I hope.
We're going to be wearing new shoes and trousers for the occasion.
And can people expect
That's
new
a
songs in the
weird
set at
comment.
Giants of Rock?
And
Brilliant.
they will get. We're going to be playing Hologram Man, which is a track off the new album, which we did that at Care Philly last year as well. Bemused a lot of folk. They didn't know what we was doing at that point. It was a hell of a racket, and you know what it's like. And then no, you don't know what it's like. I'm sure you're professional. we threw it together just as a laugh. No, we road tested Hologram Man, and we're going to also be doing Thunder in the Night, and see how long we get away with it until we're canned off.
Excellent. Which is obviously what we said before.
It's a disco
the new
song.
single.
It's a disco song. You know, we're going to bring the disco to the Giants of Rock, because that's
Only the best rock classics, the ones that you can dance to. So
you got it, and you can hum along.
Oh.
The next day.
Name me one. What's your favourite that you can dance to?
I was made for loving you.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah.
Kiss. See, I'm a
Good,
huge
good.
Kiss fan. So,
Yeah.
But you can give me all
But
your loving and
Cold
living
Gin's
on a
my
prayer.
favourite
You can see me on the
Cold
dance floor, I
Gin,
suppose.
Cold
yeah,
Gin.
Cold Gin's good. Yeah.
Gene Simmons' voice.
Shout it out
It's-
loud. That's the one for me. I think.
That's Paul, isn't
Yeah,
it?
we should be promoting Kiss. They got
No,
enough
we should-
money. We need.
I know what we should be doing. We should be going over the pub. So,
Yay!
Yay! Love
Jody, Greg, and Judy, fantastic talking to you.
Jenny!
Jenny!
It's
Am
too
I,
late
Jody,
now.
am I Jody?
Too
Too
late.
many J's!
Too
I didn't
late.
call you Tracy, so
That's it's just a now.
it's all the J's,
Do
the
that
OJs, yes.
again, Mark. You
Yeah,
Surely you edit this.
amateur.
So the bit was
Penny
picking my
Lane.
nose and I'm gonna...
Yeah, Bob.
Too many
Judy.
gods, and I'm Jody
Greg.
Turner.
Yeah.
Jenny, it's been wonderful
Many
talking to you. We shall see you out on the road in March. I'm
I
really looking
declare
forward to
this
it. This is
a
going to be
shambles.
a fantastic night. Really looking forward to it. All the best. And the albums, Rock Goddess, This Time, and Cats of Space, Daytrip To Narnia, are both out on March the 1st.
Right.
So get your credit cards out. One transaction, buy both albums.
Double bubble.
Double bubble. All the best.
Whee!
Bye.